Yeah, I was busy this weekend. There were obligations that I had. Beth's family came in to honor her. You know, they for the North Shore Animal League Gala. It's a fundraiser for the animals and all, and Beth is very involved in it, of course, and so am I. Beth was mad at me because I left a few minutes early, and I didn't tell her, and then I couldn't sleep because she was angry with me. So things were getting a little out of control. Beth was up dancing, so I left.
Oh.
It was she had her ride home. She already told me I was to go with her brother and go home and blah 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 blah. I left the 2 songs early, like the Knick game. You know, you leave before the crowd. So I'm almost home in the car, and I get a call from someone at the event. Beth wants to know where you are. I said, well, put her on the phone. No, just tell her she's very upset. What is she upset about? What did I do? I had a lovely night. I was there. I did everything perfect. I did everything perfectly. I was a good husband. What did I do wrong? She's upset you left early. So I start texting her, honey, please don't be upset. She did it. I know she reads that phone every minute. She would not answer me. So now I went home and I said, it's getting late. She's not back yet. I need to go to bed. I'm trying to sleep. But when someone is angry with me, I can't sleep. I'm up till 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. She came home. She went in the other bedroom to sleep. We never sleep in separate bedroom. We're always together. So now I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck? Did I ruin the night? I feel terrible. I'm a horrible husband. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, hi, honey. It's my wife. Come on. You were the reason I got no sleep.
Okay. You're failing to share why people were telling you that I was upset. Why was I upset that you left?
Because there was
a tribute, unless I didn't hear the rest of it, but you just glazed past it that you left too early. I don't care when you leave early.
I got a message that you were all upset with me.
I was. Why?
Because it was a tribute to Walter and you wanted me to see it.
There was a tribute video to one of Hank's Bruce Springsteen songs with all of our cats.
But
it
how
was
would
like
I know?
This beautiful tribute.
Yeah, but I got a call saying, Beth's upset. She wants you to turn the car around and come back right now.
No. I got Kathy Lynn from North Shore said to me, in the next song is a tribute to your cats and Walter.
Okay.
So I'm looking for you because I wanted to make sure you didn't leave before that because I know you were getting antsy. I mean, I know that point of the night. I just know what time it was.
Right.
So I turned to my sister-in-law. I said, "Where's Howard?" And she said he and Doug left. I figured you were in the elevator. So then one of the security guards of our team must have contacted your driver
and said really
turn
upset.
Around.
Yeah.
I thought you were in the elevator.
Oh,
it was so not a big deal at all. It was just sad for me that you missed this tribute. And I'm like, I'm so mad at him. Like I must have made that comment and all eyes are listening and ears listening and eyes on us.
I got so upset that I had somehow ruined the night.
I was disappointed that you missed that.
I wrote how upset I was.
I never got that message till I was on my way home.
Right.
And you have to remember, I'm in a car with my entire family. So we're talking about the event. I'm reading this. Then I put my phone away. Then I came back in the apartment. It was way too late. I wasn't going to crawl into bed and wake you up, God forbid.
Yeah.
And so I went into the guest bedroom. So Robin, next morning, I open my eyes. He's standing there. Miserable. And it's all my fault that he didn't get any sleep. And I go, will you just take a listen to will you just listen to yourself right now?
I was so upset. I slept for 2 hours and I was miserable.
Mad at me for leaving before the Walter tribute.
No, mad at you for not just writing me and saying, honey, I love you and everything's cool.
Think it through, hon.
You could have helped me.
You know what?
You could have helped me.
I said, I really hope you have therapy today because blaming me right now for lack of sleep is not my problem.
Oh.
All right, somebodies, for all you Howard Stern fans, Baba Booey to you. Let me just quickly explain. They threw out that it was for a charity for Beth. She's involved with the animals and the cat Walter. Right now, unfortunately, he's close to getting close to God. And that's why there was a tribute for him, along with the cats, as you heard, for him and all the other ones. Now, Howard did leave early, and everything was copacetic to what he knew, until you heard everything else. So, here is the key thing right here, as Beth said, that she made a remark probably when she realized that Howard was gone, and somebody was there and overheard it, And Jay has talked about this many, many a times. What do you hear? Beth may have said it flippantly and not thought about it, but somebody else took it the wrong way, ran with it, and delivered that message to Howard. Essentially, nothing was wrong. And even Beth said, nothing was wrong. I didn't care. Everything was fine. We've also talked about this on Marriage Pros. When you get a third party involved, and unfortunately what happened, as Howard mentioned, they play telephone. Now, if you don't know the term telephone, is when you hear a message and then you take it for what you can and then you relay it to the other person, and guess what? It's not going to be the exact message. That is telephone, and that is where miscommunication happened. Now, I kind of see both sides, okay? Beth said nothing wrong, all good, but at the same time, Howard brought up, you know, it would have been nice if you would have sent me a message just stating everything's good. Yes, Beth mentioned she was very busy. She had her family there. She was having fun still. She was winding down the night. But nonetheless, for those of you that don't know Howard, number one, he enjoys his sleep, and if you wake him up, he'll be cranky. So I see Beth's side to it, that if she would have sent a message in the middle of the night and Howard was asleep and that woke him up, that would not have fared well either. So there's two things going on here, but both of them are the same thing, which is effective communication. Otherwise, this can happen. And yes, the X factor here, a third party that kind of messed everything up, quite frankly, because I think if it would have just been Howard and Beth, I think everything would have been resolved. But again, with communication, what do you hear? And when somebody else gets involved, everything could get derailed. That's what can happen in your marriage. So just make sure you do as much right on your part, and you can be okay. And if anything else happens, then both of you can come together and talk.
I think I have more questions, because my thing, for one, did Howard know there was a tribute to this animal? Because if it was that important for him to stay during this tribute to their animal, or whatever the case may be, she should have mentioned that part before he left. Or if it's where you know he's going to leave at a certain time, to have the tribute before he leaves. So if it's that important for him to see it on your end, that part can be done. But also, this is where you need to know your spouse, right? If he's not stable in the right mind because he feels she's very upset, and then that she doesn't come in the room and go to sleep, if you always guys are out this late and then you go to bed before her, is it okay that she still comes in and sleep? But since you guys think you're in some kind of big fight, she doesn't want to bother you and wake you up. So I'm confused on that aspect by itself. So I don't know how that part goes. I was a little bit confused with that part. But yeah, this is where the effective communication comes in, because if he's looking for a response and she normally is in her phone, I wouldn't make a big deal about it until I'm actually speaking to my partner. Because usually if they're doing something out of the ordinary, wait to speak to them before you jump to any type of conclusion. That's just me. But it seems like they finally had an understand where everything was coming from, so that they're in a good place. That's what I do like, where they wasn't yelling and shouting at each other after discussing or explaining what was going on here. If you know your spouse where he has to leave early to get his sleep, my thing is, are you always like in a different room? Because he did say we never sleep in separate rooms. We always sleep in the same room, no matter what. So my question will be, do you guys always go out to these type of events? And then if you guys are not coming home at the same time because you wouldn't come home early, does she always just come into the room, go to sleep without bothering waking you up? Or since this was like an isolated incident, she feels she was out a little later than she would normally be and you're already asleep and she don't wake you up? I don't know if he's a light sleeper or heavy sleeper, but overall, miscommunication. And when you're married, you want to make sure you guys are understanding each other's where you guys are coming from. So I do like how they actually figured it out and got it to work the understanding of what's going on for that particular night. But yeah, I was just a little bit confused just based on what was going on. I'm not a Howard person or anything like that, so yeah.
Hey somebodies, come check out my channel where I give you my candid thoughts and opinions on various topics and weird news reports. So stop by for some tomfoolery and ballyhoo. Cute little guy, eh?